It's September 5th, 2023, and this is Sketchworks NewsBrake. The news stops here. I'm Brian Troxel, and I'm getting all the brown out of my system today. In complete desperation, Vladimir Putin plans to meet with Kim Jong-un to have North Korea supply weapons to Russia to support its ongoing war in Ukraine. Experts say that they are looking forward to playing with each other's missiles. In an effort to prove Fukushima fish is safe to consume, 12 years following the Fukushima nuclear meltdown, Japanese Prime Minister Kishida ate fish and sashimi caught in those same waters. Kishida is survived by his wife, 3 children, and a collection of Hello Kitty plushies. Texas lawmakers are introducing a bill to allow abortions in special cases where women may be in danger. The politicians said, if women die during pregnancy, how are they going to make sure dinner is ready? This week brought Labor Day, and all of us here at Sketchworks NewsBrake would like to remind you that if you had Monday off from work, be sure to thank a union member.
Huh? Oh yeah, you're welcome.
Labor Day weekend here in Atlanta means it's DragonCon time. Here with a report from this year's festivities is Sketchworks NewsBrake correspondent Bruce Gibson.
Thanks, Brian. I'm here in Atlanta for DragonCon, which is the biggest geek convention thrown by fans in the country. And people from all over come in their favorite cosplay to celebrate their favorite geekdom. Whether it's comics or movies or books or whatever it is, people show up. And, oh wait, we've got one. Sir, hi, how are you?
Hi.
Are you here for DragonCon?
What's DragonCon?
Well, you're dressed up. It's a convention. Aren't you wearing a costume?
No, this is my uniform.
Your uniform? For what?
Hold on a second. Hold this for a second. Get over here, Dormammu.
Oh, look what he left me. Hey, sir, you forgot. Well, Brian, I'll just give this to you, I guess. Back to you in the studio.
Thank you, Bruce. You can send that over via interdimensional teleport. Hey, you too can be a superhero by subscribing to our YouTube channel. We are powering up toward our 2023 goal of 1,000 subscribers, and you can help us get there simply by clicking a button, as long as it's the button that says subscribe on it. Also, while you're down there, please like, share, and tell your friends about us. Or, if you're feeling extra heroic, why not join our Patreon? Huh? A once-in-a-century flood has trapped as many as 70,000 people at this year's Burning Man. With no safe way in or out, organizers told festival goers to conserve their food, their water, and, more importantly, their Delta 8. Chris Rock managed to escape by riding in the back of a truck driven by a fan. Rock stated he was afraid if he stayed overnight in the desert with a bunch of white hippies, they'd want to make him the Burning Man. Rock also stated that he should have known better than to attend, because the last time he attempted to roast a man in public, he was bitch-slapped. Seems the only thing that got burned at Burning Man are the people who paid thousands of dollars to travel to an isolated part of Nevada and get stranded. But, happily, those burners are finally leaving the Nevada desert. The initial delay was due to the flooding, but most of the congestion was a result of drivers being so high that they only thought they were moving. It wasn't until the high wore off that the drivers realized that their vehicles were not on. Other than Burning Man, we don't have any natural disasters this week, so we can't send Sketchworks NewsBrake correspondent Tim Millard out into a bad storm for our amusement. However, Tim does have a cat. Let's see what he's able to do with that.
This is the one time where I set up my camera and my cat is not here sleeping. Damn.
Thank you, Tim. Hey, if your cat isn't around to play with you, maybe you should just go outside in the rain.
It's not raining.
The highly anticipated Exorcist film will be released on its own weekend, instead of opening against the new Taylor Swift movie. Fans are eager to see the new horror film about a possessed young girl whose inner demon leads her to satanic rituals, jealousy, and destruction. There's still no word on what the new Exorcist film is about. The Exorcist believers' move up 1 week to avoid Taylor Swift's Eras Tour film deprives us all of a Barbenheimer-style Exor-Swift weekend. Thanks, Exorcist. In a related story, a nun in Texas is facing possible excommunication after being caught sexting with a priest. Although the nun swears she wasn't sexting, she just wanted an eggplant to splash holy water on her face. After failing to negotiate a new agreement, Disney channels will go dark on the Spectrum cable network. But, not to worry, Spectrum still carries HBO if you're looking for explicit LGBTQ content. Hey, speaking of Disney, on Saturday, neo-Nazis gathered at the entrance of Walt Disney World, spouting homophobic and anti-Semitic rhetoric. Following their racist rally, they immediately marched into the park to get some Dole Whip because not even neo-Nazis can resist that refreshing pineapple taste. Cameo, the site that lets you pay famous people to make videos, has seen a 137% surge in actor signups since the strike. So, if you were having a hard time breaking the news to your friend that he has a handful of STDs, here's a fun, quirky way of doing it.
Hey there, Bryce. I'm Willy Wonka, and your friend Chloe has informed me that you have 7 STDs. Oh my goodness, that's a lot. Get well soon. I hope the chlamydia has been treated. Yeah. XOXO Willy Wonka. Huh? Yeah.
Famed Margaritaville singer Jimmy Buffett died last week at the age of 76 from skin cancer. Also at risk of dying of skin cancer, his fans. Emma Corrin went stylishly pantless at the Venice Film Festival. Now, I would be lying if I said that I've never watched movies in this kind of outfit. I'd also be lying if I said my frontal curvature didn't match hers. After a year on strike, strippers in North Hollywood have successfully unionized and are working with the strip club on a new contract. Inspired by this outcome, and with hopes to end their strike, writers and network executives plan to spend time with these strippers. This week in car news, a local Prius hit 200,000 miles. Congratulations! Donations are being accepted at our Patreon to help make the service engine soon light get turned off. After suffering injuries whilst jogging, German Chancellor Olaf Scholz tweeted a picture of himself wearing an eye patch. As a result of a German leader sporting an eye patch, the Joint Chiefs of Staff took us to DEFCON 2. A new report shows that because of inflation, 61% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. Said Allie O'Neill, "You guys are getting paychecks?" Now here with a report on a disturbing new trend popping up in parks is Sketchworks NewsBrake correspondent Burton Calvin.
Hi, Brian. Can you believe this? I am outraged. What's the world getting to? Now, not only are people peeing on their dogs, we had to create a sign for it? I mean, this is gross. What's wrong with you people? All this talk of pee, though, is making me have to go. I'll talk to you later.
Thank you, Burton. You can send that over via interdimensional teleport. E-cig manufacturers have made it easier for kids to sneak vapes into school by making them look like highlighters and ballpoint pens. Teachers said they will soon make students write with their own blood. A Delta Airlines flight to Barcelona turned around and returned to Atlanta because a passenger had diarrhea so bad. How bad was it? The pilot considered it a biohazard. On a Spirit Airlines flight, that's an extra $20 fee. As a response, all Taco Bells have been banned from the airport. Turning now to wildlife news, a local hawk, possibly of the red-tailed variety, almost had breakfast.
Wait, squirrel. You're not gonna live very long if you stay there. Why is the squirrel not running away?
I don't know, they're just being friends.
Because he's nuts.
Come on, hawk! Do better than that! And also, come get the squirrels that continue to dance on my roof. Bastards. A 55-year-old woman and a 38-year-old man were arrested for excavating a hole through a portion of the Great Wall of China in order to create a shortcut. Apparently that was easier than finding a ladder. State-run newspaper The China Daily reports that section of the wall has been damaged beyond repair. Unless they can find more bricks. Chinese police stated the two responsible will have a hole dug through them. A federal judge has struck down a Texas law requiring age verification to view pornographic websites. The judge said, "You're telling me these kids can't watch their own movies?" The dating app Bumble, an app which I am in no way familiar with and have never heard of before, announced that after user feedback, they will ban ghosting, meaning that Myrtle's just going to have to make herself moan. And that's all for Sketchworks NewsBrake. We'll be back next week, and we hope you are too. I'm Brian Troxel. Say hi to your mom for me.